Hello there. It's the Don't Look Down podcast. My name is Richard John Walters, and this is my friend
Kiki McBride.
Yes, and this is the Coexistence Coalition, and we are a political party. And so this is our 31st Don't Look Down podcast. Very excited.
It's exciting.
And that whole time, like we do this twice a week, and so we've never had any negative comments at all. And then we got one today, not surprisingly, from, I don't care. I'll call him my old friend, whatever, Paul Simmonds. This is the way it works, man. You pull up and post on my page, I get to talk about you. Works like this. Here's who Paul Simmonds was at Shaler High School. He didn't play any sports. He didn't do any theater. He didn't do any music. He wasn't outstanding in academics. I don't even know if the guy went to goddamn college. He wasn't a burnout. He didn't smoke cigarettes. I don't know what he did, man. He didn't stand out at all. I guess he knew how to get along and say something funny once in a while with his cute little Cleveland accent. TDS, huh? Trump derangement syndrome. I'm upset that my country is at war. For no reason. And the man you support, a pedophile and a criminal, probably not long after he graduated from the University of Pennsylvania. That creep. Yeah, I get a little angry. That's what happens. I noticed, Paul, that you commented after I ripped, you probably worship Elon Musk along with Trump. I ripped him for, going to the NCAA collegiate championships for wrestling, and to the Army-Navy game, and to the MMA fights, adopting the toughness, the assumed masculinity. You want to be that hard, don't you, Paul? Elon Musk wants to be the badass. Donald Trump wants to be the badass, but he's a golfer and a cheater who never wanted anything. And you think that's cool. That masculinity, and whatever it is, you like seeing people beat up because you can't beat them up yourself. You're a bum, just like them, Paul. Happy Father's Day, dude. Huh? I'm down here in Pittsburgh, man. You're up in Cleveland. We can drive down sometime, anytime. We can have lunch together. Whatever you want to do, man. Come and see me in Pittsburgh, brother. Anybody. Bring some friends with you, okay? And you can tell me to my face about my Trump derangement syndrome. I love my democracy. And I don't want to see it torn to shreds by bums like you. All right? That's where it's at. All right. We'll see what goes down. I had a coach in college, man. His name was Don Nalen. And he used to say, you never say if you're going to win the game. You just tell them we're going to show up. So we're going to show up, Paul. All right? I want to bring something else. Like, I've had my ups and downs. I don't know what you did with your life, Paul, after high school. Looks like you're happy today, had your kids around. Pretty average. We live on a cul-de-sac somewhere in fucking, oh God, Parma, man. I've had a lot of good adventures in my life. You know, I should feel bad because you haven't. Let me give you a little story, man. I had my troubles, you know, here in Pittsburgh in the 90s or whatever, late 90s. I had to go out to LA, man, you know, try to make it. Get out there as an actor. I don't know if you know a guy named Gary Marshall. He produced, directed, wrote, writer, stuff like Happy Days, Pretty Woman. And he was a pretty big director, producer out there in Hollywood. And he had a little theater, a theater out in Brentwood. You know, I was out there in the early aughts, about 2004 or whatnot, and I was struggling to make it as an actor, getting on film sets or whatnot, you know, and I had my ups and downs. But one night, you know, I had a good night this night. I did Edmund from King Lear. King Lear is Shakespeare. Paul Simmonds. All right. I don't know if you know anything about Shakespeare. You and your fucking meatheads. Oh, God, I can't. Motherfucker. Anyway, I did fucking Edmund. And then I did Joe from Lake Boat. That's, oh, fuck. Lake Boat. Who's that guy that wrote Lake Boat? Well, here's my presentation. Lake Boat. Anyways, Joe from Lake Boat. Anyways, applause very loudly. And Gary Marshall comes up to me afterwards and says, "You've done this before, haven't you?" You wouldn't know what a moment like that is like because you don't take a risk. Everything's easy. Everything's safe for little people like you. You matriculated to your little job after high school. I don't know what the hell you did. Pretty goddamn boring, I guess. But you latched on to Trump. You and your Trumpers, huh? You like bullying people. All right, man. Okay, what we do here on Sundays is we like to read from the New Testament. We like to do this here at the here on the podcast because the news is so miserable. I know it's an odd change from eviscerating Paul Simmonds, but nonetheless, maybe this will be appropriate. Really, Paul, you need to take a clue from Nick Fuentes, who also hates black people and wants to deport immigrants. Trump is over, okay? You need to move on. You need to find a new daddy, okay? All right, now I'm going to read from the Gospel. This is from the Sermon on the Mount. And people, like I say, we still think reading is relevant, the New Testament. We don't need the Talmud or the Torah or anything else. As a matter of fact, I'd sit there and say, the Talmud, you have to make it simple, okay? All right, that's the last I'll say about the Talmud. Here, let me read from the Gospel. This is what Christ allegedly said. The eye is the lamp of the body. If your eyes are healthy, your whole body will be full of light. But if your eyes are unhealthy, your whole body will be full of darkness. If then the light within you is darkness, how great is that darkness? No one can serve two masters. Either you will hate the one and love the other, or you will be devoted to the one and despise the other. You cannot serve both God and money. You cannot serve both God and money. I don't know how much clearer that has to be. Is that confusing to Christians? You cannot serve both God and money. Well, I really don't know. Why would you work on attaining or, so much material wealth in your lifetime if you can't take it with you? I don't understand fucking people at all. You're idiots. All right. Therefore, I tell you, do not worry about your life, what you will eat or drink, or about your body, what you will wear. Is not life more than food, and the body more than clothes? Look at the birds of the air. They do not sow or reap or store away in barns, and yet your heavenly Father feeds them. Are you not much more valuable than they? Can any one of you, by worrying, add a single hour to your life?
Whoa.
I know, that's pretty heavy. Like, I feel like God drops bombs on me, man. Yeah, and I worry all the time.
Calling us out also on our worrying, calling us out. It's a conscious decision.
Yeah. Oh, man. But you have to worry. You have to be concerned about your salvation. Anyways, here we go. And why do you worry about clothes? See how the flowers of the fields grow? They do not labor or spin. Yet I tell you that not even Solomon in all his splendor was dressed like one of these. If that is how God clothes the grass of the field, which is here today and tomorrow is thrown into the fire, will he not much more clothe you, you of little faith? So do not worry, saying, what shall we eat, or what shall we drink, or what shall we wear? For the pagans run after all these things, and your heavenly Father knows that you need them. But seek first his kingdom and his righteousness, and all these things will be given to you as well. Well, all right. For the pagans run after all these things, and your heavenly Father knows that you need them. All right. But seek first kingdom and righteousness, and these things shall be given to you. All right. Well, okay. Seek first. What is that last one? Seek first his kingdom and his righteousness. All right. Seek first his kingdom and his righteousness. Well, that's fine. One can easily process that. Like if you're looking for food or living, or you got to survive in this world, right? So you don't want to cheat another man, another woman, another person out of a job or food. I'm probably the last guy to be preaching, but this text is relevant. You have to seek righteousness. And then, look, man, I don't know if Paul Simmonds is wrong or I'm wrong. But this is like the third period of my life, and I think I'm doing the right thing by calling out these people who are devoid of God, frankly. I just, for the life of me, I cannot see how you can support a leader who is so evil and causes so much destruction. One of us is clearly wrong. I'm going to meet Christ, and he's going to say, well, Rich, you were wrong about everything. And I say, no, boom. They kick me out again, whatever. But I really feel I'm right about this, and the whole direction of what we're trying to do is correct. And it is relevant, this reading. You can't serve two masters. Like, you have to survive. And some people are good at making money. They're better at making money than others,
That's where their gift lies.
Right, and that's their gift. And they can hire other people, And then there's me that like are not so good at making money. What am I? Like I make money once in a while or something. I don't know. Whatever. My brother described me as muddling along or something. He seems to muddle along. That's how he described me in the Belfield Mental Institution. He muddles along.
Oh, okay. Well, I may, some.
He slogs and muddles along with his life. That's all right.
Well,
Clearly.
you've also changed your life radically in many ways. You went from having a law studio to being in LA working as an actor to being in horror films to you have life experience that's not
as you have, my beautiful friend, who have raised 3 children on this Father's Day.
That's right.
And knows so much, knows 3 languages, and knows so much about Italy, can we say?
We could say that, we could.
All right, you're very beautiful, intelligent.
But they're not always skill sets that bulk your resume. Although, a person is so much more than, people can have their opinion about you, and even people you love. That doesn't mean you have to adopt the traits that they believe you have. If you believe you're walking in integrity and morality and strength, then you move forward in that. You keep working, you keep your head down, and you work towards your goals. There's no shame in trying to work toward a goal. If it were to succeed or not, you tried. You did what you were supposed to do. You followed your heart. Of course, not taking huge risks. We have family, we have children. Things take time. I get it.
Right, yeah, but I guess, right. I don't want to, here, I guess we hit some very different notes today. One of the things is there seems to be a symptom or a trait, a characteristic with these Trumpers. It's an assumed masculinity, a projected masculinity. Ooh, I like those guys, the MMA guys. Every facet of this bullshit. It's nonsense. And it's false fucking masculinity. You can go out and be a warrior yourself, okay? You develop it mentally, and then you develop it in your heart, okay? And that's the connection with God that you build up, all right? Baby, you think we should end here?
Sure.
All right. I'm gonna call you out, man. You're just gonna post on my page and not like say anything smart. I don't. You want to have an intelligent discussion? You want to try to save this country? You want to let this place go to shit? Is that what you do? Huh? That's what some people say, huh? Dance, dance, dance. No dancing.
Dancing around the issue. We have a problem.
Right.
That needs to be addressed. Right?
There's no can't. There's can do, man. It's can do. At the Coexistence Coalition, we're on the march. As soon as Rich files the 5013C papers or whatnot.
There you go.
Well, we're getting on it. All right.
Stick with your integrity. Move forward.
Yeah.
Don't listen to the naysayers.
Right. All right. Okay. All right. I'm 64 years old. Life is a long, hard slog. You gotta have acceptance because you might have fucked up your past or something, right? And then you gotta have hope for the future, right? Okay, develop some hope. Maybe it's a girl. Maybe it's having a baby. Maybe it's building a house. Maybe it's learning some art, some kind of art, And you pray and you ask God to help you with that. And things can happen in your life. Those little things, are those miracles? Well, if you believe that everything is God and everything's a miracle, everything's a miracle. As Padre Pio would say.
Yeah.
That's what he says. Yeah. Anyways, all right. God bless you guys.
Stick with it.
See ya.
Yeah.
Bye bye.